time for high school baseball and softball on WJER Radio, the sports voice of the Valley. Today's game is brought to you by generous local sponsors, including Dover Break in Strasburg, your local Wendy's restaurants, Dover Philly Heating and Cooling, Kemp Insurance, Smartway Communications, Wood Electric, Omni Fiber, T-County Boxing Academy, your local McDonald's, Cleveland Clinic Union Hospital, DTS Screen Printing and Embroidery, Murphy & Company Insurance, Kime Lumber, and your local Subway restaurants. Watch the games live on the WJER Radio YouTube channel or on WJER.com/videos in partnership with Claxon Communications. Now let's go live to the ball field for today's game. Here are your WJER sports announcers.
Hello and welcome to the district semifinal matchup between the number 3 seed Steubenville and number 5 seed New Philadelphia. We're in beautiful Minerva, Ohio. It's 86 degrees and sunny. Beautiful day for a baseball game. I'm Josh Jarvis, joined here with Phil Tidrick, legendary coach at New Philadelphia. We got the players out warming up on the field, getting their infield in. We are going to take a break here for a little bit, and then we'll be back with your starting lineups and thoughts for the game here on your sports voice of the Valley, WJER.
Family owned and operated for more than 50 years, Dover Brake specializes in sales and service of everything involving automotive and heavy-duty brakes, along with a vast selection of truck parts and accessories. They also offer alignment, custom U-bolt bending, industrial sandblasting, bonding, and more. And now, you can find the parts you're searching for with a complete in-store inventory updated regularly at DoverBrakeInc.com. Safely shop and pay online and have your purchase delivered, or pick it up at Dover Brake, Route 250 in Strasburg, online at DoverBrakeInc.com.
It's time to level up your service with Omni Fiber's 100% fiber internet. We're expanding our network to connect more communities to the power of fiber. Enjoy premium Wi-Fi, free installation, speeds up to 2 gig, and our 30-day money-back guarantee. Visit omnifiber.com/radio to learn more. Welcome to the Fiber Hub.
This is Christine from Dover Philly Heating and Cooling. A new HVAC system is no small investment, but we can help you save big because now through June 30th, you'll receive an instant rebate of up to $650 on qualified and trained systems. Additionally, the IRS is currently offering tax credits up to $2,000. So if your system is getting more expensive to repair, consider replacing it while the savings are high. I'm always ready to take your call at Dover Philly Heating and Cooling. Call me, Christine, at 330-343-5511.
DTS Screen Printing and Embroidery is the place to go when you need to promote your team or business. They offer corporate apparel, custom apparel, letterman jackets, trophies and plaques, even banners and yard signs. Bring in your ideas and let DTS make them a reality. DTS Screen Printing and Embroidery, just across from the Brickyard Restaurant on Commercial Avenue Southeast on the south side of New Philadelphia. Find out more on Facebook.
Welcome back here to your sports voice of the Valley, WJER. We got tournament action going on, high school baseball. We got Steubenville Big Red, 19-5 on the season, going up against the New Philadelphia Quakers, 14-7 on the season. Both teams made it here to the district semifinal game with a one-game sectional. Steubenville knocked off Philo 3-0. And the New Philadelphia Quakers knocked off East Liverpool 10-0. So both teams shut out in their sectional final, their opponents, and now they're moving on to the semifinals here. Both teams have just finished on the field. We got a pretty big matchup here. This is Josh Jarvis, joined by Phil Tidrick. Phil's had plenty of years coaching baseball, basketball, football. You've been in this tournament. In these types of situations before. What are you looking for as a coach, and what are you telling your players in this situation?
Well, the good thing for the Quakers, Josh, is the fact that this will be, the Quakers have went to the regional tournament the last 2 years, and that experience to me plays really, really big, And I know Steubenville, they're a perennial power. Fred Hetherington, their coach, has won about a gazillion games.
Yes, he has.
And both times I coached in New Philly, he was the head coach there as well, down there as well, and he's still coaching. So, I think experience is a big thing. But the thing that teams have to do is you have to go out, and basically play the game the way that you've played it all year. You don't need to change anything. You don't go out and if you haven't been a bunting team all year, you're not going to go out and you're not going to bunt a bunch.
Right.
On the other hand, it's always nice to jump on them first, and so a lot of times, and I don't know what the percentage is, obviously, because I'm not into that analytics stuff, but the team that scores first a lot of times is going to be the team, that wins the baseball game, and I think this field, Josh, was one of the first fields in Stark County that put down turf on their field.
Yeah, I think you're right.
And it's held up pretty well for however many years. And for those of you New Philadelphia people that are listening, we've got a big push, in New Philadelphia to try to get turf on the Tuscarora Park field, which is home to the New Philadelphia Quaker baseball team. And there's a fundraiser going on. I'm going to put a plug in. Any help would be greatly appreciated because that could be one of the premier baseball fields in the area just because of the setting. But
absolutely, what a great setting that is right now. And you put turf in that. I mean, it could be one of the best parks in the state.
Yeah, I like it. There's a lot of nice parks around. Steubenville's got a new nice park, and they've been in this tournament many, many times. I know I've got nightmares. I think 2 of the times we got beat in the district finals by a Steubenville team. And, that those always hurt you a little bit because when you think you're going to have a really good chance of maybe getting into the regional tournament and then you come up a little bit short. And, that always stings a little bit. But, Coach Weissel, and, he's been here twice in a row. He's got the kids. He's got their attention. They're playing the type of ball he likes to play. And, so the Quakers got their best pitcher going, and I'm sure the Big Red has their best pitcher going as well.
Yep, they've had plenty of rest. Both number ones are going to be on the mound today. It should be a great game. We're going to take a break right here, and we'll be back with the starting lineups. You're listening to the Sports Voice of the Valley, WJER.
In the rolling hills of Holmes County, we tend to do things a bit differently. At Kime, we're in the business of uncommon experiences, and we're here to care for your project like we care for our own. We believe that quality matters and want to help you get it right the first time, because your project deserves it. So visit Kime Home Center, your source and destination for all things home, building, and woodworking. Kime, built on trust since 1911.
This is Nathan Kemp with Kemp Insurance. Contact us today for all your auto, home, farm, and commercial insurance needs. We're proud to have been your local hometown agents for over 35 years and look forward to helping you see the difference local agents can make for you. Kemp Insurance on East High Avenue in New Philadelphia.
This is Don Kemp with Kemp Insurance. Whether it's repair work from a fender bender, the after effects of a powerful storm, or a life-changing moment like a house fire, Kemp Insurance is here to provide unmatched customer service. Kemp Insurance, your local hometown agents for over 35 years.
Tired of unreliable internet service and unexpected bill increases? Experience internet another way, the Smart Way. Smart Way Communications is your locally owned and operated high-speed internet provider now serving Dover and New Philadelphia and beyond. Don't get locked into plans with more or less speed than you need. Smart Way is the better way. Local customer service, local infrastructure, and community-minded. That's the Smart Way to get reliable, affordable internet in Tuscarawas County. Call Smart Way at 740-254-8201, online at ThinkSmartWay.com.
Whether you're looking for a little extra income on the side or an exciting full-time career with endless potential for advancement, our local McDonald's has an opportunity for you. Flexible schedules, competitive pay, fun perks, and a supportive team environment are all part of the package. A job at McDonald's is one of a kind, just like you. Wherever you are in life, you can find a meaningful career at McDonald's, and it comes with a side of whatever makes you happy. Apply online at mcdonalds.com today.
Welcome back here at beautiful Minerva, Ohio, as we are getting ready to get started with a district semifinal matchup between the Steubenville Big Red and New Philadelphia Quakers. First, we'll start with the lineup for the New Philadelphia Quakers. Leading off, playing second base, Braylon McBride. He's hitting .268 on the season. Up second, Mason Caterina, playing at shortstop, hitting .375 on the year. Owen Courtney leading the team in hitting and home runs and a number of other categories. Owen Courtney is going to toe the rubber tonight as he is the starting pitcher, hitting .419 with 5 home runs on the season. Noah Bolin going to be working behind the plate where he usually works, hitting .369 on the year. Keaton Fossil at at first base, played a little bit of right field, but later in the season he's been pretty much slotted there at first base, hitting .308 on the year. In the 6th spot is Gavin Blake with 22 stolen bases on the season. He is playing third. Carson Long, hitting .300, is playing left field. And in the 7th spot, Caleb Carruthers, .312 on the year, playing right field. And Max Steele is in left field with a batting average of .136. He had a couple hits in that sectional championship game just last week. Moving on to the Steubenville Big Red, we have Cal Beedling playing short. Bubby Reese is in right field. Aidan Manning is on the mound today. We have Marty Lovato at first base, hitting 4th. Hitting in the 5th spot is Nolan Blackburn. He's playing 3rd. In the 6th spot, you have Hayden Hicks in center field. Cale Simmons is behind the dish tonight, hitting in the 7th spot. And Brody Sikach is playing second base in the 8th spot. And in the 9 hole, Landon Crozier, he is playing in left field. If you're listening on the radio, if you're listening online, or if you're watching the live stream, we got multiple ways to get you to this game. Steubenville pitcher Aidan Manning is warming up. It was outside a little bit, but umpire giving that generous call there on the outside corner with the count at 0-2. It's a slow rolling ground ball down the third base line that pitcher lets go foul. So we will reset that back up. That one could have been a little bit of trouble.
Oh, yeah, it was definitely a base hit had it stayed fair.
So we're going to continue this at bat. Braylon's 0-2. As Aidan Manning delivers another foul ball hit over the first base side. 4 pitches in this at bat, all strikes.
He's battling pretty good.
And hard ground ball to second baseman Brody Sikach as he fields it, no problem, fires it over to Marty Lovato for out number 1. Up next is the shortstop, Mason Caterina. He's hitting .375 on the year. As he hits a hard ground ball that's bobbled by the third baseman, Noah Blackman, and Caterina beats the throw. That will go down in the book as an E5. But the Quakers have a base runner here early in the first inning. Fouled straight back. First pitch to Owen Courtney. Again, Courtney's got some pop in his bat. He's got 5 home runs on the season. Mason Caterina takes the lead Ball high, stolen base thrown down to second. Takes the shortstop up high. Cal Beedling had to go up high to get that and try to get the tag down, not able to get the tag. As Mason Caterina's on second base with one out and Owen Courtney at the plate. Mason Caterina's 5th stolen base on the year.
You know, we talked before, Josh, before the game about some of the things that need to happen. And, you know, and one of them that I forgot to mention was the fact you need to be able to hit with runners in scoring position. So this is the first opportunity for the Quakers here early in this baseball game.
It's a great opportunity. And again, generous outside corner call by the umpire, which brings the count even at 2. You got a real good opportunity here with one of your best hitters at the plate. It's a great opportunity to try to drive a run in here. As Mason takes his lead. Swing and a miss. Owen Courtney strikes out. As Owen Courtney's walking back to the dugout, he stops Noah Bolin on the way by to give him a heads up on maybe how wide that zone has been so far.
Yeah, if I'm the pitcher, I'm keeping the ball there on that off the outside edge.
Yeah, definitely a pitcher's zone so far today. As Noah Bolin calls time, backs out. Wasn't quite comfortable in the box. So we have 2 outs. Mason Caterina at second. Noah Bolin at the plate. So there's a called strike 1. Aidan delivers. Outside and low. Brings the count to 1-1. Mason takes his lead at second base. Ball up. Like a off-speed pitch that didn't quite get on top of. Brings the count to 2-1. Bolin, no stranger to the RBI category. He's racked up quite a few this year. Fastball inside. Ball number 3. You got your 4-hitter and a 3-1 count now.
Well, what he needs to be doing, he needs to be looking for a specific pitch, and if it's not there, you need to take it.
Absolutely.
You know, you're looking for a pitch. You've got to count in your favor. You got to be looking for a specific pitch.
And he might have gotten that pitch as it's driven deep to left field. One hop off the fence. Noah Bolin, or Mason Caterina will score. And Noah Bolin is in at second base with a stand-up double. Do you think he got that specific pitch?
I think he did. You know that, and that's the thing. You know that's the thing that you got to do. You can't miss pitches that are in your zone. And obviously Noah Bolin being a senior. And he didn't have to worry. He got the pitch that he wanted, and he drove the ball. He drove the ball to the wall in left center.
Great piece of hitting by Noah. As he trades places with Mason Caterina, and the Quakers have a runner at second with 2 outs. First pitch off speed, called for a strike. Keaton Fossil's at the plate right now. It's a junior playing first base, hitting .308 on the year. An off-speed pitch on the outside. Swings through for strike 2. Brings the count to 0-2. And swing and a miss on the outside corner for strike 3. Keaton Fossil strikes out to end the first inning, but the Quakers get on the board first. They score. They get 1 run on 1 hit. 1-0 going to the bottom of the first. This is your sports voice of the Valley, WJER. We'll be right back after these messages.
Are you searching for the right insurance coverage tailored just for you? Look no further than Murphy & Company Insurance. Ian Murphy and the team at Murphy & Company put your needs first and are here to guide you through the maze of insurance options. From life, commercial, farm, home, and auto insurance, they've got you covered. Reach out to request an appointment at 330-934-9665. And remember, when it comes to insurance, choose the company with a legacy of excellence. Choose Murphy & Company Insurance, 123 Southwester Avenue in Dover.
Welcome back to district tournament action up here. We have the Steubenville Big Red taking on the New Philadelphia Quakers. We'd like to thank our pre- and post-game sponsor, Cleveland Clinic Union Hospital, where the sniffles and sneezes or something more serious, world-class care is near you. Find your nearest provider at clevelandclinic.org/locations. We'd also like to thank DTS Screen Printing and Embroidery. They're our scoreboard sponsor. DTS Screen Printing and Embroidery. DTS is the place you go when you need to promote your team or business. Bring your ideas and let DTS make them a reality. Find them on Facebook or on the south side of New Philadelphia. Well, you mentioned in the open, Phil, that you like to get out early and you like to get a run pretty quickly, and New Philadelphia was able to do that in the top of the first.
And what they need to do now is Courtney Owen being, he's only a sophomore, but obviously the definite ace of the New Philadelphia Quaker staff. And what he needs to do now is he needs to come out and shut down Stubenville on this top inning, because every time you score, you got to try to shut the other team down.
Well, much like he did with the last game, he starts off with an off-speed pitch for the first pitch of the game for a called strike one. Cal Beedling is leading off for Steubenville. Beedling's playing shortstop. As Courtney delivers ball number 2 in the at-bat, bringing the count to 2-1. Coach Hetherington calls timeout. He's already first batter of the game, and he feels like there might be an issue.
Oh, that wristband.
That's what it is.
The wristband. It's got a glare on. It's got a glare going on it.
Yeah, the wristband's what Coach Weitzel's been using here. It's a numbering system here on these wristbands. He prides himself in the wristbands. He says kids don't miss signs. You've been through a few of those before, haven't you?
Yeah, we missed a few.
The problem with those wristbands, they got a glare on the one side, so he had to turn it around. As he delivers ball number 3 on the outside corner. Ladies and gentlemen, we got a celebrity in the house. Principal Ryan Range just showed up here in the press box.
And don't forget about Park retiree G. Rod Miller.
Rod Miller is in the house. Legend. Everybody knows Rod. As it delivers ball number 4. Ball number 4 to walk Cal Beedling to start off the bottom of the first inning. Next up, Bubba Reese is the right fielder as he steps into the box. Courtney delivers fastball for strike number 1. Owen 1 the count with Beedling at first, taking his lead. And a shallow fly ball just over the second baseman's head, and it drops in for a Texas leaguer. You know that term, don't you? Just dropped right over the second baseman's head. Looks like the batter got it off the handle. And now Steubenville is in business with runners at first and second and nobody out to start off the bottom of the first inning here. As Courtney is going up against Steubenville's pitcher right now, Aidan Manning, hitting in the 3-hole. As Courtney delivers an off-speed pitch for strike number 1. We were wondering if Steubenville might play some small ball here in this situation. He did on the first pitch.
Well, I got my number 3 hitter. That chances are that's my best hitter. He's not bunting if I'm coaching anyway. He's swinging away.
That's where you and me. That's where you and I may differ a little bit.
Oh yeah, he's swinging. Although I did have a game up here where we suicide squeezed 3 times in a row, 3 batters in a row right here on this field.
Now, see, that's something I like to get excited about. As Courtney delivers strike number 2, bringing the count to 1-2.
Yeah, me who doesn't like to bunt. We did 3 times in a row. I won't tell you the results of the 3rd time.
And Manning swing and a miss for strike number 3. Owen Courtney sent a curveball in there that he could not get on. This brings Steubenville to out number 1 here in the bottom of the 1st.
That was a nice pitch. Took a little bit off, had him way out in front.
Next up, Marty Lovato. He's hitting in the 4-hole. He's playing first base.
A straight change by Owen on that pitch. Nice pitch inside corner.
That was. And fastball off the fist almost took out the on-deck batter to get way up in the count now at 0-2. Brought that fastball after he brought that changeup and couldn't quite get the batter out on it.
No, he's a little late.
As Boland fires back to first base. And the runner is safe. He looked like he couldn't get his hand on the bag there, but not able to get him in time. Boland, we've seen him do that a few times this year. He's got a strong arm back there behind the plate.
The first baseman needs to come up a little bit, work on his footwork, and catch it and slap the tag the other way.
Mm-hmm.
But I think he got tied up with the runner. You know,
yeah, it looked like it a little bit.
So he couldn't get his footwork together. That was a proper call. He was safe.
Tyler Weitzel's going out to get an appeal from the home plate umpire as the two are discussing it right now. And they decide to stay with the call. The runner's safe. I think that's the right call.
Absolutely.
So on that last pitch was a ball, bringing the count to 1-2 for Marty Lovato. 1 out in the bottom of the 1st. Runners at 1st and 2nd. Strike 3 at the knees for out number 2. Marty Lovato takes a called 3rd strike. After the first 2 runners this inning getting on, Owen Courtney's able to strike out the number 3 and number 4 hitters. As Noah Blackburn comes to the plate. Another off-speed pitch to start on the outside corner for strike 1. There's a shallow fly ball hitting the center field, but the right fielder, Caleb Carruthers, calls him off and able to make the catch for out number 3. So after getting in a jam with 2 runners on and nobody out, 3, 4, and 5 hitters go down. We're going to take a break, and we'll be right back on your Sports Voice of the Valley, WJER.
Subway refreshed their ingredients, then their menu, and now they're slicing their meats fresh. That means fresh sliced turkey, fresh sliced ham, and 2 Deli Hero subs. Try the Titan Turkey and Grand Slam ham, each piled high with double the cheese and more meat. Order your Deli Hero sub with freshly sliced deli meats today, and be sure to try all the subs on the refreshed Subway Series menu. Subway's tastiest menu upgrade yet.
T County Boxing Academy is the area's #1 training center for those who are serious about boxing. Serious athletes know that everything they put into their bodies affects their workouts, which is why the T County Boxing Academy offers the industry's best supplements at the best prices for the best workouts possible, including brands like 5% Nutrition. Try their real food protein with low glycemic carbs. If you want to train like the pros, use the supplements pro boxer Sugar Dre Donovan of Urixville uses. Available at the T County Boxing Academy, located on East High Avenue in New Philadelphia.
Welcome back to the Sports Voice of the Valley, WJER. We have tournament action here. I'm Josh Jarvis, joined by Phil Tidrick here. We're going to the top of the second inning. Quakers up 1-0. As we have Gavin Blake at the plate right now, fouls off pitch number 1. Back behind the press box back here. We're kind of up here in the press box. It's a nice little view from up here.
Except that bar, it's running right through the batter's back.
There is a slight bar running through the batter's back as Blake swings through strike number 2, bringing the count to 0-2.
You know, and us old people don't need any obstruction from trying to see.
We'll get you a phone book to sit on. How's that sounding? Get you a little bit higher.
Well, you know, that might work. High back chair.
Most of these kids playing in this game don't even know what a phone book is, I don't think.
Oh, no.
As 0-2's the count to Blake. Pitch delivered outside. Great spot for the pitcher. The umpire's been given it outside, but not this time. Brings the count to 1-2. As the ball slapped to the second baseman on a line. Takes a few steps to his left. Brody Sakoch retires Gavin Blake for out number 1. Up next, Carson Long hitting in the 7-hole. As Manning delivers an off-speed pitch for the first strike of the at-bat. Second pitch is down for a ball. Bring the count to 1-1. He hits a ground ball to second base. Again, Brody Sakoch able to field it and throw to first. Brody's gotten a lot of action so far in these first 2 innings there at second base. As he has recorded 3 of the first 5 outs of the game. Caleb Carruthers is up next, hitting from the left side. Hits another slow roller. Looks, the pitcher sprints over, but he bobbles the ball. Aidan Manning looked like he might have taken his eyes off of the ball for a second because it hit his glove, but he was not able to secure it and get it to first base. So that's the second error on the day for Big Red. It's Caleb Carruthers at first base with 2 outs in the inning. Next up, Max Steele hitting from the left side as Manning checks over on Carruthers at first base, back in safely. And Max Steele calls time. Manning doesn't work quite as fast as Courtney out there on the mound, does he?
No, he's a little more deliberate, especially when you get somebody on base. You know, a lot of guys do it that way. You know, they get a little more deliberate. You know, one thing, and I don't know if it'll ever circulate down to the, you know, to the high school level, but the one thing that a lot of people like, and I was skeptical at first, is the pitch clock in professional baseball. Mm-hmm. I really like it. It's sped up games. You know, I have a hard time sitting still for that long, you know. So
Max Steele fires the ball down the third baseline, but it is foul. Yeah, they even started trickling down into the college game now. They're using it a lot in college games.
Yeah.
I was watching some softball games last night.
And I suppose once the high school federations adopt that we'll probably see it at the high school level. And you know, the umpire's got enough to worry about. Everybody screaming at him and hollering at him and all of the other stuff they're trying to do. But it'll come.
Max Steele takes ball number 1 to bring the count to 1-1. Mac hitting the 9 hole. Caleb Carruthers at first base and 2 outs in the inning. Mac fouls the ball off the third base side as Carruthers was moving on the pitch.
I know Coach Weissel, he loves to steal bases. He loves to run.
We've seen him do a lot of that this year.
Yep, he loves to do that. You know, there's a lot of guys that really believe in the stolen base.
He's off again as the pitch is high. Catcher throws down to second base, and Carruthers is in easily at second. I think the biggest problem there was holding on to the bag and not sliding past it.
Yeah. Well, the Quakes are 2 for 2 in stolen bases, so you put another man in scoring position. Oh, geez, sorry.
We got the wind picking up here in the press box.
Yeah.
As Max Steele fouls off another pitch. 2-2's the count.
But, yeah, that's you know, you can get that 2-out hit with runner in scoring position. That is so big in the momentum part of the game.
It really is, and sometimes just putting the ball in play, making them make a play, can score you a run. As Mac hits a high chopping ground ball to the first base, and Marty Lovato, as he sprints to first base and barely gets the out to retire the Quakers in the bottom of the first. We're going to the bottom of the second. Quakers up 1-0. You're listening to the sports voice of the Valley, WJER.
In the rolling hills of Holmes County, we tend to do things a bit differently. At Kime, we're in the business of uncommon experiences, and we're here to care for your project like we care for our own. We believe that quality matters and want to help you get it right the first time, because your project deserves it. So visit Kime Home Center, your source and destination for all things home, building, and woodworking. Kime, built on trust since 1911.
Wood Electric has been trusted with all of your electrical needs for over 30 years. They're the place to call for industrial, commercial, and residential work. Wood Electric is available 24 hours a day and ready to help with any electrical problem, outage, or installation. Wood Electric, serving Tuscarawas County and beyond since 1988. Like Wood Electric on Facebook or find them online at woodelectric.net.
Welcome back to Minerva, Ohio. I'd like to thank our scoreboard sponsor, Kime Home Center. Kime is located on 50 acres in the rolling hills of Holmes County and is the destination and trusted source for your home, building, and woodworking needs. They are dedicated to caring for your project like they would care for their own. Visit them on State Route 557 in Charm or online at kimelumber.com. So up at the plate now for Steubenville is Hayden Hicks. See, strokes a ground ball in the hole between third and short for a base hit on the second pitch of the at-bat.
Now batting, number 12, Cale Simmons.
That's a second base hit for the Big Red here. Coming with the leadoff guy, so he looks like he want to get out and run. He might even down in the order a little bit, might try to move him around, move him along.
As Courtney delivers strike number 1 on that generous outside corner. Cale Simmons not showing bunt yet. He is hitting in the 7 hole, excuse me. Courtney throws an off-speed pitch. It's grounded to the third baseman who fires to second base. And he is out at second. Gavin Blake backhanded that ball at third base and fired it over to Braylon McBride at second base, and it was close. But McBride just held on to it, not knowing that he didn't have a chance to turn 2 there. But Quakers get out number 1 at second here in the bottom of the second. As Brody Sakoch is at the plate. Takes ball number 1 in the at-bat. We have 1 runner on, 1 out here in the bottom of the second. The second pitch is delivered high for ball number 2.
Well, one thing that, Owen Courtney doesn't want to do is he doesn't want to get behind in the hitters. You got to make a pitch. You got to use your defense. They're not big. He's not necessarily a big strikeout pitcher, and he hits his spots. He strikes out a few people. Mm-hmm. But what he's got to do is got to trust that defense. You got to use those people.
Brody Sakoch swings through strike number 1 to bring the count to 2-1. Next pitch is delivered for strike, and Bolin fires to first base. But Simmons is back in safely. Noah is not afraid to throw the ball around, and Coach Weisel has cut him loose. He's been doing it all year long.
And, as a first baseman, Keaton Fossil, in this case, if he throws behind it, he has to do everything.
Swing and a miss.
In his power to go ahead and make sure that ball doesn't get through.
Yeah.
That's real important, because I remember one game last year that really come back and bit the Quakes.
Next up, we have Landon Crozier at the plate. He's hitting in the 9-hole. 2 outs in the bottom of the first with a runner on first, who's not getting a very big lead over there. And another ball driven over the second baseman's head and into right field. Bobbled shortly by Carruthers, but he gathers it in. That is a base hit. Landon Crozier, as you have runners at first and second, 2 outs, and the leadoff hitter, Cal Beedling, comes to the plate. He walked in his first at bat.
Yeah, so this is a big batter for Owen Courtney. He needs to shut him down, get out of there, get through 2 innings. Quakers still leading. Don't give him any momentum.
As the first pitch is fouled off way over the third base dugout.
That pitch might have hit him had he not made contact.
It was in tight. That one was pretty much in the same spot. Almost got Beedling as he backs out and takes ball number 1, even the count at 1-1. Courtney working quickly here. And again, thrown down behind second base. Leaping to knock it down was Mason Caterina. But Max Steele was on his horse. He was expecting it. That ball was over Caterina's head. Mac would have been right there. As the count moves to 2-1. Courtney delivers the ball in the outside corner. Bring the count to 3-1. Courtney really hoping to get that call. You got the leadoff hitter now on a 3-1 count with 2 runners on and 2 outs. As the ball is driven high in the air, a number of people are running after it, but you got Mason Caterina finally calling off the left fielder and the third baseman as he makes the catch for out number 3. They leave 2 stranded. After 2, Quakers 1, Big Red nothing. We'll be back after this on your Sports Voice of the Valley, WJER.
Tired of unreliable internet service and unexpected bill increases? Experience internet another way. The Smart Way. Smart Way Communications is your locally owned and operated high-speed internet provider, now serving Dover and New Philadelphia and beyond. Don't get locked into plans with more or less speed than you need. Smart Way is the better way. Local customer service, local infrastructure, and community-minded. That's the Smart Way to get reliable, affordable internet in Tuscarawas County. Call Smart Way at 740-254-8201, online at thinksmartway.com.
Katie, I don't know how you get to work so early, and you even have time to stop at McDonald's.
It's so quick with the McDonald's app. I order and pay from home, pull into the pickup spot, and they bring my food right out. Or I can just run in and grab it from the pickup area.
I always remember the app once I'm already at McDonald's.
But that's okay. Just use it when you order at the drive-thru or inside. Open the app, get your code, and you'll earn points toward free McDonald's food. Plus, the app is loaded with daily deals.
Suddenly I'm having a Big Mac attack.
That sounds good. I'll order it from my app.
The McDonald's mobile app. I'm loving it.
Welcome back to district semifinal action here in Minerva, Ohio. We're moving to the top of the third here. We'd like to thank our pre- and post-game sponsor, Omni Fiber. Omni Fiber has a great new offer for Dover and New Philadelphia residents. Right now, when you switch to Omni Fiber, you will receive the fastest plan, 2 gigabytes per second, for only $50 a month for 1 year. This limited time offer will help you save big on 2 gig. Visit omnifiber.com/WJER to learn more. Leading off for the Quakers as the ball is driven into center field. Braylon McBride takes the first pitch just over second base into center field, and the Quakers got started quick here in the top of the third. Braylon McBride reaches on a single.
I would say in this situation, you're looking at Katarina either getting one down or the runner on first, Braylon, running here.
And the runner's off and squared. Catcher came up and slipped as he was trying to throw to second base. And McBride is in there easily at second. The Quakers' third stolen base of the game.
Yeah, I think the Quakers have noticed something here, to be honest. Their ability to run. I would imagine, I wouldn't be surprised to see him steal third.
Katarina calls time in the box. Katarina squared the bunt there, but he is clearly just trying to decoy the catcher to hold him back a little bit as he pulls the bat back and takes a called strike right down the middle. Katarina hit on the second pitch of the at-bat. Those are the best ways to get hit there, just graze the arm a little bit.
It is, and in this game right now in the third inning, you might be right. The number 3 hitter might get the ball down here to advance the ball.
Are you changing up your tune?
Well, I don't know. It's the third inning, too.
Yeah, you're right.
It's the third inning. So,
as Owen Courtney's at the plate, he struck out in his first at-bat as he takes ball number 1.
I don't think he's bunting. I think he's swinging away on this one.
You got your hitter leading in many categories at the plate here.
Yeah, a couple of runs here would really, really do a lot for the Quakers.
As second pitch is off speed for a called strike 1. Courtney checked his swing there. Looked like he was going to swing at it and held back. Brings the count to 1-1. Hard inside, hit the third base. Third baseman steps on third, fires over to first base for a double play. That pitch was inside and in and on the hands of Owen Courtney and got it off the handle, and easy two-hop to the third baseman. Taking him to third base made it very easy to step on the bag and throw to first for a double play.
Intentionally walked Noah.
I was wondering why they were calling out Keaton Fossil, yeah.
Yep, they walked him to set up a force, and they'd rather have Keaton Fossil try to beat him as opposed to Noah Bullen.
Yeah, Noah Bullen drove that ball into left center field to bring home the first RBI of the game as the pitcher wheels around to second base to try to catch the runner off base. Mason Katarina back in safely. As there are 2 outs, 2 runners on. Again, called strike on the outside corner for strike number 1. And another spin move on the inside move by Aidan Manning, the pitcher, attempting to get Katarina at second, but unsuccessful. Keaton Fossil struck out in his first at-bat to end inning number 1. As the runners take off, Keaton swings through, and the catcher doesn't even attempt to make a throw. As you now have runners at second and third. Great jump by Katarina.
Now the Quakers have to take advantage of this. You got two ducks sitting out there on the pond, and so a hit here by Keaton Fossil will go a long, long way.
That one almost caught Fossil on the helmet there as he takes ball number 1, bringing the count to 1-2. Great situation for the Quakers right now. With good speed on the bases. Bolin might be a catcher, but he's got some speed himself.
He does.
As Keaton Fossil calls time and steps out of the box. 1-2 is the count. Pitch way outside. Evening the count at 2-2. Umpire's been given that outside corner, but not that much.
Oh, yeah, that you know, you don't mind a baseball off the edge, but when you get out into 2 baseballs and so forth, yeah, you watch that on a regular basis if you watch any kind of Major League Baseball.
Takes ball inside. Full count now on Fossil. Keaton worked the count all the way from 0-2 to 3-2. As he swings and misses for strike number 3. Now Manning working out of a jam that inning with the double play and then striking out Fossil to end the inning. We're going to the bottom of the 3rd. Quakers 1, Big Red nothing. We'll be back right after this on your sports voice of the Valley, WJER.
Family owned and operated for more than 50 years, Dover Brake specializes in sales and service of everything involving automotive and heavy-duty brakes, along with a vast selection of truck parts and accessories. They also offer alignment, custom U-bolt bending, industrial sandblasting, bonding, and more. And now, you can find the parts you're searching for with a complete in-store inventory updated regularly at DoverBrakeInc.com. Safely shop and pay online and have your purchase delivered, or pick it up at Dover Brake, Route 250 in Strasburg, online at DoverBrakeInc.com.
Welcome back to district action here. I'd like to thank our pre- and post-game sponsor, Smartway Communications. Are you tired of unexpected bill increases or non-existent rural internet coverage? There's a better way, Smartway. High-speed internet at an affordable price, and Smartway can go where the other companies just can't. Think smartway.com. Also, we'd like to thank our local Subway restaurants. They're going to bring our Subway Player of the Game here at the end of this contest. But they are proud to recognize excellence in each athletic contest that we air here on WJER with the Subway Player of the Game Award. At the conclusion of today's game, we will name our Subway Player of the Game, and the athlete will enjoy a great meal from our local Subway restaurant, Subway Eat Fresh.
I'll tell you what, the Fitzgerald family have been a sponsor of WJER Sports and Players of the Game probably for as long as I can remember.
Yeah, they have done a lot for not just New Philadelphia, but for the entire community.
Everybody, all schools in the county, for sure.
Owen Courtney delivers the second pitch of this at-bat, bringing the count to 1-1 after he missed just off on the first pitch. Called strike 2 on the inner half. As Bubba Reese is at the plate.
He singled his first time up.
He did. I was just looking at that. For some reason, I put it down as a double, but it was a single. His first at bat as Courtney delivers ball number 2, bringing the count to 2-2. Off speed, foul ball off Reese's foot there. Off speed pitch just on the inner half. And Reese looks like he's feeling it a little bit.
Anybody who's done that can sympathize.
Absolutely.
With guys who do that.
As the count is 2-2. And reaches for an outside pitch to Mason, grounded to Mason Caterina, who cannot corral the ball at short. That is going to go in the book as an error.
Aidan Manning.
Yeah.
For Caterina is set at short.
You got to make that play. I mean, put flat out. He fielded it nice. He dropped it in the transfer.
Yeah, he looked like he might have been trying to rush to get that ball. Ball wasn't hit very hard. Just bobbled it coming out on the transfer. As first pitch is called high. Bolin behind the plate there was really hoping that was going to be a strike. Pitch number 2 swung through. Aidan Manning here at the plate. He struck out in his first at bat. As Bubby Reese is on first. Their fastball up and in. Ball number 2.
You know, the one thing he doesn't want to do, obviously, is you don't want to get behind your 3-hitter, your 4-hitter, your 5-hitter.
He delivers ball number 3. Now you have the 3-hitter and a 3-1 count. Just checked on scores a minute ago, and in the other half of this bracket, as the ball hit and run, hit to right field, it's caught, throws over to Fossil at first base, and no chance at getting back as the Quakers get out of a little bit of a jam there. Runner on first base and 3-1 count to 3-hitter.
Oh, yeah, that's big play. Big play by Crothers out there. Had he played perfect, all he had to do is make a nice, easy toss into Fossil at first, and you got 2 outs going with the cleanup hitter, Lavallo.
As Lavallo swings through strike number 1. That's one of the hardest throws to make, where you know there's not a chance that he's going to be safe. You just got to get it there.
Yeah, he was still sliding into second base.
Yeah.
When he caught it.
Another slow rolling ground ball hit to Caterina. He fields it this time, fires to Fossil at first for out number 3. That'll do it. Quakers get out of another jam there. As we end the third, Quakers up 1-0. We'll be back right after this on your sports voice of the Valley, WJER.
Life moves fast. Can you keep up? Cleveland Clinic Union Hospital Ortho Express Care welcomes patients with no appointment necessary, so injury or joint pain never slow you down. Our orthopedic experts will give you the care you need when you need it. For every break and breakthrough, for every bone and joint, for every care in the world. Walk in for orthopedic care close to you in the Heritage Square Plaza at Dover. Learn more at unionhospital.org/orthoexpresscare.
This is Nathan Kemp with Kemp Insurance. Contact us today for all your auto, home, farm, and commercial insurance needs. We're proud to have been your local hometown agents for over 35 years and look forward to helping you see the difference local agents can make for you. Kemp Insurance on East High Avenue in New Philadelphia.
This is Don Kemp with Kemp Insurance. Whether it's repair work from a fender bender, the after effects of a powerful storm, or a life-changing moment like a house fire, Kemp Insurance is here to provide unmatched customer service. Kemp Insurance, your local hometown agents for over 35 years.
Welcome back here to district semifinal action. We'd like to thank our pre- and post-game sponsor, T-County Boxing Academy. They're the area's #1 training center for those who are serious about boxing. They offer a variety of classes for youth and adults, along with supplements for the best workouts possible. The T-County Boxing Academy is located on East High Avenue in New Philadelphia. Follow them on Facebook. Well, if you're just joining us, we're starting off the top of the fourth. Quakers up 1-0 in this district semifinal game. Winner takes on the winner of West Holmes and St. Clairsville. St. Clairsville currently up 4-0. As pitch number 1 is taken for a ball outside. Gavin Blake is at the plate as he fouls off a curveball straight behind us. Aidan Manning.
Yep, Gavin lined out to the second baseman in the second inning, leading off the second inning. Quakers just need some base runners.
As that pitch is delivered just low. Ball number 2. 2-1 the count to Gavin Blake, hitting the 6 hole. As he takes call, strike number 2 to even the count at 2-2. Gavin Blake with 22 stolen bases on the season, leads the team, and based on the way things have been going tonight, if they can get him on base, he can do some damage. As he fires the ball right back up the middle, as shortstop and second baseman both dive for it, and they collide with one another. We had Cal Beedling going to his left and Brody Sakoch going to his right. They both dive for the ball and make contact.
Boy, thank goodness it wasn't like that collision between Rocchio and Freeman the other night in the in the Guardians game. That was nasty, and they were lucky.
It was
that both of them got up on that one and stayed in the game.
Well, Gavin Blake looks like he's going to be tended to as Coach Weitzel goes over to first base. I don't know if he slipped coming out of the box or what he did.
Yeah, that's a good question. Could have hurt his rib cage on a swing. Could have strained a muscle.
Baseball players get the strangest injuries, don't they?
Yeah, but I didn't think he was coming out.
No, I don't think he's coming out in this contest.
Yeah, no. I think he's going to stay in here and see whether or not he's got him running or not. Sometimes people have used different kind of ploys.
Mm-hmm.
He
is the leading base stealer on this Quakers team. As Carson Long comes in, take ball number 1 in this at-bat. He grounded out to the second baseman in his first at-bat in the second inning. Carson Long coming into this contest hitting 300. Takes a called strike number 2, strike 1 on the second pitch. We've seen Aidan Manning come with some off-speed pitches after he's got behind in hitters. A lot of confidence in that off-speed. As he checks Blake over at first base, Blake gets back in standing easily. Blake takes off, but Long is hit by the pitch. We have nobody out here in the top of the fourth inning with runners at second and third, and Caleb Krellers is the number 8 hitter coming up. What do you think we're going to see here?
I think we will. I think he's going to get it down and move them runners up for sure. Yeah, 2 strikes worth, I would assume, and maybe even a third.
But, hey, you do have your leading base stealer at second base. They could send him, and we'll see what Coach Weitzel decides to do in this situation. As he batter squares to bunt, ball's in the dirt. Can I say in the dirt here on turf, or is that okay?
Yeah,
okay.
I know what you're talking about. No.
But as he squares around for the first bunt and then pulls it back for ball number 1. Crothers in the box, squares on the second pitch and taps it foul.
Just need to get it down. If you get it down, because the first baseman's slow charging, third baseman's staying at home. I realize what you want to do. If you get it past the pitcher, you got a base hit, so you got bases juiced. But in this particular situation, you just want to get that bunt down to move those runners into scoring position with less than 2 outs.
I'm sure we'll see it again here as he squares, takes a curveball up high. Ball number 2. Yes, sometimes you've coached these kids before. It's hard as a hitter to tell them, hey, you need to give yourself up, like for the team. And sometimes they want to get a great bunt down and get to first base.
Yeah, just get it down and move them along.
As he pulls the bat back for ball number 3.
Good eye.
3-1's the count. Manning not really happy with that call as he strolled back to the mound rather slowly. Again, we have Carson Long at first, Gavin Blake at second. And Carruthers takes a called strike on the outside corner, bringing the count to full. Full count on Carruthers as pitch is delivered. He swings, fouls straight back.
Good cut by Carruthers. He was right on it. All you need to do to me is you need to put it in play and make them make a play. In high school, that's really, really important that you do that. And, you've coached, I've coached high school, and, you know.
Called third strike on the inside corner. Carruthers did not like that call at all as he was bailing out of the way. As Carruthers goes down in the book, called third strike.
Anybody who watches baseball, that was an Angel Hernandez call.
Those of you who know, you know. That brings Max Steele as he fouls off pitch number 1. Brings Max Steele to the plate. As he grounded out to the the first baseman to lead off, to end the second inning. And then ball slapped in the hole between short and third as Coach Weitzel's holding Blake at third. Blake was looking. It's a great piece of hitting by Max Steele right there. Pitch on the outside corner, just stuck his bat out and slapped it through the hole.
Went with the pitch. That's a good job by Max Steele. I haven't seen many games, but in the games I've seen, in clutch situations, he's came through quite a bit for him.
Last broadcast we were on, we were talking about that last year in the tournament run. Max Steele really came around.
Yes, he did.
And got some clutch hits and some clutch situations. And again, he comes through today. As pitching coach goes out to have a conversation, we got the bases loaded here. 1 out in the top of the 4th. Quakers are leading 1-0. Both teams have 4 hits. Both teams have 2 errors. We'd like to thank our pre- and post-game sponsor, Wood Electric. They've been trusted with all your electrical needs for over 30 years. They're available 24 hours a day and are ready to help with any electrical problem, outage, or installation for industrial, commercial, or residential work. Find them online at woodelectric.net. So Max Steele getting that base hit turns the lineup over. Braylon McBride, who singled in the last inning, comes to the plate and almost catches one on the arm there. He's going to take that ball 1 on the inside. As Manning delivers ball number 2, goes down 2-0.
Now what Braylon needs to be doing is he needs to hone in on a one specific pitch that he can drive, that he can hit hard. If it's not that pitch, not that location, you got to take the pitch.
And Braylon hits a high fly ball into right field. Bubby Reese gets underneath it. Tagging from third base is Gavin Blake, and he makes it in easily without a throw. As the Quakers score their second run on the game on a sacrifice fly by Braylon McBride. Quakers go up 2-0. As Max Steele remains at first base, and Carson Long advances to third base on the sacrifice fly. We have 2 outs now. Mason Caterina at the plate. He reached base on an error in the first inning. As the runner takes off for second base and the catcher makes no attempt to throw. As Max Steele is in there easily with the stolen base. And again, you're in a situation where you got runners at second and third and 2 outs. It's your number 2 hitter. Mason Caterina came into the contest today with a .375 batting average as he calls time.
He got 2 more sitting out there in, 2 sitting out there in scoring position. Big hit right here would go a long way for the Quakers winning this baseball game tonight.
Delivers off speed on the second pitch of the at-bat for a called strike, bringing the count to 0-2. Again, Caterina calls time, steps out of the box. He steps back in. Outside corner. Looked like he might have wanted to swing at that. Again, that generous outside corner's making batters think a little bit about whether or not they're going to take a pitch out there. 1-2 is the count. Oh, as he takes one off the shoulder. Really tough luck for Manning, who is way up in that count.
Now batting, number 22.
Mason Caterina ends up on first base, hit by pitch. And again, you got the bases loaded with your number 3 hitter, Owen Courtney, coming to the plate.
He could really help himself here with the base hit, Josh. I'll tell you what, base hit should plate too.
As he takes ball number 1 in the at-bat. Caterina's not slow either. If it's hitting the right spot, you might be able to get 3 out of this one. Of course, Courtney always has the opportunity to get 4 too, as he has 5 home runs on the season. As again, he takes ball number 2.
You got to poke it a bit to get it out of here. It's got legit fences here.
Takes the ball on the inside corner. 3-0 is the count. As the pitcher delivers ball 4 in a row to walk Courtney, which then brings Carson Long in for the 3rd run of the ball game. Again, the Quakers have the bases loaded with 2 outs. Noah Bolin at the plate, who Bolin drove in the first round of this ball game with a double to left center field. As Bolin takes called strike number 1. Next pitch is delivered on the inside corner. Strike number 2. And a ball slapped in the right field for a base hit. That's going to bring home 2 runs. Bolin rounding first and decides to stop at first base. There's Bolin in there. He's a little frustrated with his second strike called on him, but he's able to slap a ball with the first baseman's head, bring in 2 runs to bring the Quakers lead to 5-0. When Courtney advances to third base on that hit, as it looks like that might be the day for Aidan Manning. We're going to have a pitching change. We're going to take a break, and we'll be right back. This is your sports voice of the Valley, WJER.
Cleveland Clinic Union Hospital is your first choice for primary care. From a network of family providers to convenient locations near you, you'll always get safe care right where you need it. For wellness visits, for managing your health conditions, for every care in the world. Turn to Union Hospital for all your primary care needs. All Union Hospital locations are accepting new patients. Don't delay. Schedule an appointment today at 330-602-0778.
The T-County Boxing Academy is the area's #1 training center for those who are serious about boxing. They offer adult and youth boxing classes for kids as young as 7, along with Muay Thai for ages 10 and up, and mixed martial arts. Most classes are held 2 to 3 times per week at the T-County Boxing Academy, located on East High Avenue in New Philadelphia, and prices start at $60 per month. Remember, your first session of any class is always free at the T-County Boxing Academy, where serious athletes train.
Welcome back to tournament action here up in beautiful Minerva, Ohio. We got the Quakers taking on the Big Red. Quakers are the lower seed, 5 seed, taking on Steubenville, who is the 3 seed. Quakers currently take a 5-0 lead as Matthew Fabro takes the mound, throwing some warm-up pitches. These two teams were supposed to meet up earlier in the regular season, but all the rain we got this year, that was not able to be completed. They do have a common opponent in Dover. They both played Dover twice. Both lost to Dover twice.
Now batting, number 11, Keaton Osler.
So Keaton's coming up here with first and third and 2 outs, and those last 3 runs has scored via the 2-out hits or sac fly to give the Quakers a 5-0 lead with Keaton Fossil up at the plate.
As the runner takes off to second base again, Noah Bolin stealing second with no attempt by the catcher to throw down. They've been running at will today.
They have. And that's a good job with scouting this team. I'm sure they saw Steubenville play a couple of times.
Fossil fouls the ball off down the right field line.
This is the 9th batter in this inning coming up here. It all started with Gavin Blake, and Gavin Blake standing on deck, hoping that he gets another opportunity here in the 4th inning.
You know things are going well when you're able to hit everybody through the lineup in 1 inning. His off-speed pitch is skied in the air between the pitcher and first base. Pitcher calls it off as Fabro records out number 3, but not before the Quakers put up 4, bringing the score New Philadelphia 5, Steubenville 0. We're going to the bottom of the 4th. We'll be back after this on your sports voice of the Valley, WJER.
DTS Screen Printing and Embroidery is the place to go when you need to promote your team or business. They offer corporate apparel, custom apparel, letterman jackets, trophies and plaques, even banners and yard signs. Bring in your ideas and let DTS make them a reality. DTS Screen Printing and Embroidery, just across from the Brickyard Restaurant on Commercial Avenue Southeast on the south side of New Philadelphia. Find out more on Facebook.
You have to refresh to be fresh. And at Subway, they're always evolving to serve up craveable food and a great workplace. Subway is committed to nurturing talent and growing careers. Whether you'd like to become a part-time sandwich artist or if you're looking for a career in management, Subway wants to meet you. Subway's mission is to fuel your potential with competitive wages, flexible hours, opportunities for benefits, even a meal plan to keep you feeling fresh and full. Apply today by visiting Subway.com and clicking on Careers.
Welcome back to tournament action up here in Minerva, Ohio. We got the Quakers taking on Steubenville Big Red. Quakers had a big 4th inning right there, scoring 4 runs, and we were just talking during the break that this is a pretty pivotal moment for the Quakers defensively.
It is, and you know, this is something that Owen Courtney, who obviously was one of their stud pitchers last year as well, and coming out here now, and he's pitching a shutout through 3 innings. His team just scored 4. They go up 5-0. What good pitchers do is they really bear down and really get through this inning and shut them down in this inning.
This is where you like to, as a coach, you like to say just go right at them.
That's right. Don't walk anybody. Make them earn everything that they get.
Yep. As Marty Lovato comes to the plate and takes ball number 1 on his first pitch. Ball way outside. Gets to the backstop, bringing the count to 2-0. Lovato fouls the ball off over at the third base dugout. Strike number 1. Lovato grounded out to short in his second at bat. Struck out looking in his first at bat. As the ball is driven into left field for a base hit. Lovato got the pitch that he wanted there on the inside corner and slapped it right into left field for a base hit.
Number 9, Aidan Hicks.
Hicks had a base hit in the second, leading off the second inning.
Yeah, I messed up the order a little bit. That was Noah Blackburn. I was talking about Lovato, but that was Noah Blackburn that got that base hit as Hayden Hicks takes strike number 1. Start off this at bat. So you have Noah Blackburn at first base. Nobody out. Hicks calls time. 0-1 the count. Off speed is in there. We're called strike 2. Owen Courtney way up on the number 6 hitter here in the bottom of the 4th. As he fires one to the backstop, the runner's taking off. That ball was in the left-handed batter's box. As Blackburn advances to second easily on the wild pitch. So 1-2 the count to Hicks. Blackburn at second. As Courtney delivers off speed way out in front for strike number 3. Swinging through is Hicks.
Took a little bit more off that curveball and kind of got Hicks out in front. Was able to strike him out for the first out.
Next up, we have Cale Simmons at the plate as Courtney delivers strike number 1 on the outside corner. Cale Simmons, the number 7 hitter. As off speed is delivered in the dirt and outside. 1-1 the count. Bolin calls time to go talk to his pitcher. We're going to thank our pre- and post-game sponsor, Cleveland Clinic Union Hospital. Whether it's sniffles and sneezes or something more serious, world-class care is near you. Find your nearest provider at clevelandclinic.org/locations. Or if you know where we're at, just look across the street. 1-1 the count. Cale Simmons swings through strike number 2.
He's kept him off balance for the most part with that curveball, Josh. He's kept it on the outside part of the plate and be able to get some outs out of that pitch for him.
And he's really thrown it in multiple counts. It doesn't really matter what the count is.
And he's throwing it at some different speeds as well.
So 1-2 the count on Simmons. Courtney comes set. and delivers another off-speed pitch that is slapped just over the third baseman's head, and the runner's rounding third as their left fielder, Carson Long, comes up. Oh, we got a run down in between first and second. Fossil makes the out at first. So Carson Long tries to scoop that ball coming up to make a play at the plate, but he misses, goes off of his glove, and the batter then attempts to go to second, but Carson quickly recovers, firing the ball to second base. As if you haven't played on turf too much, it's a little slippery out there if you're not used to it, and Cale Simmons hit the ground and was not able to get back. So Steubenville scores their first run of the ball game. But now there are 2 outs in the bottom of the fourth with Brody Sakoch at the plate as he takes ball number 1 outside.
Yeah, that was a big out. That took the runner off base. It gave him a second out, and you're still up 5-1. You prefer not to give him any runs. And, Long might have had a play at the plate had he fielded that cleanly.
Mm-hmm. As another curveball is slapped in the left field with Long coming in, makes that catch easily to record out number 3. We have completed 4 up here in the district semifinal game. Quakers leading the Big Red 5-1. We'll be back with the 5th inning right after this from our sponsors on your sports voice of the Valley, WJER.
This is Christine from Steubenville Heating and Cooling. A new HVAC system is no small investment, but we can help you save big because now through June 30th, you'll receive an instant rebate of up to $650 on qualified trained systems. Additionally, the IRS is currently offering tax credits up to $2,000. So if your system is getting more expensive to repair, consider replacing it while the savings are high. I'm always ready to take your call at Steubenville Heating and Cooling. Call me, Christine, at 330-343-5511.
It's time to level up your service with Omni Fiber's 100% fiber internet. We're expanding our network to connect more communities to the power of fiber. Enjoy premium Wi-Fi, free installation, speeds up to 2 gig, and our 30-day money-back guarantee. Visit omnifiber.com/radio to learn more. Welcome to the Fiber Hub.
Welcome back to our matchup between number 3 seed Steubenville Big Red and number 5 seed New Philadelphia Quakers. Quakers are hitting here in the top of the 5th. Score is 5-1, New Philadelphia. Gavin Blake is your hitter, hitting in the 6th hole. He's leading off this inning after he led off last inning. And the Quakers were able to battle all the way around, scoring those 4 runs. Gavin swings through strike number 1. An off-speed pitch is hit in the hole between short and third for a base hit as Gavin Blake in back-to-back innings leads off with a single.
Okay, started it again to start this inning. Good piece of hitting, little curve ball, but unfortunately it was right down the middle, and Gavin was able to take it and rope it between the third base and shortstop to lead off the top of the 5th inning.
Which will then bring Carson Long to the plate. Carson scored. He's one of the 4 that scored in that last inning.
He got hit by the pitch to keep that inning rolling along last time. I would assume we're going to see Gavin Blake running if it's any indication of how the previous 4 innings went.
Well, and as they throw the ball to first base, it gets into right field, and Gavin quickly gets up and gets to second base. So not even needing to attempt to steal. This pitcher knows that they've been running a lot, trying to keep him close, and he just misfired that one.
He did, and that put him at second base. So You know, they didn't have to get a sack down. They didn't have to try to steal a base. He just was able to get there. But they got a run. The Quakers got another runner in scoring position.
As Carson Long takes ball number 1 on the inside. Long grounded out to second base in the second inning of this game. As the second pitch is looped to the second baseman, and second baseman Brady Sakoch is able to easily get underneath it for out number 1 of the inning. Caleb Carruthers is up at the plate. He's 0 for 2 on the day. He reached on an error in the second. Struck out looking in the fourth. As he takes the ball outside for ball number 1. Caleb Carruthers reaching the second on that slow ground ball to the pitcher who wasn't able to come up with it. As he takes ball number 2 outside. Carruthers does have a stolen base in this game like many other Quakers do. He calls time. Max Steele's on deck. He was able to slap a ground ball between the hole at third and short last inning. As Carruthers takes strike number 1 on the outside corner. As the next pitch is delivered, it's slapped in the left field. Left fielder giving chase. It gets down. Carruthers is on his way to second base as the play's made at second, but he's in there standing, which brings Gavin Blake to the plate on that double by Caleb Carruthers. The ball looked like it was going to hang up there for a little bit, but the left fielder couldn't quite get to it.
Put it in a perfect spot. Couldn't have thrown it out there any better than that right there. So the Quakers are continuing to hit a little bit with the runners in scoring position.
And a number of hits coming at the bottom of your lineup, which is key in a tournament run. Brings the score to 6-1 in favor of the Quakers as Max Steele steps in. He singled his last at bat as he drives the ball in the hole between second and first, and it gets through. And you have Caleb Carruthers rounding from second base in easily. Again, we have back-to-back hits with back-to-back RBIs by your 8 and 9 hitters, bringing the score to 7-1 Quakers.
Timely hitting with runners in scoring position.
And that will turn the lineup over. So Braylon McBride comes to the plate for his 4th plate appearance and 5 innings. As he is struck, Max Steele was off and running on the first pitch. But that ball hit Braylon McBride square in the back. Now the Quakers have 1 out. Runners at first and second with Mason Caterina at the plate. Steele's off again to third base as Caterina fouls the ball back to the screen.
I think Mack was on his own on that one because the runner on first base wasn't even moving.
Yeah, and Weitzel says they don't miss signs with this new system, so you might be right on that.
Somebody might have missed one, or he just had the green light to go ahead and go, because nobody's really holding him on out there at second base.
No, they're getting a good-sized lead.
And he's getting a walking lead. And
he's pretty much given everybody the green light today. Or so it seems. As a pitch again hits Mason Caterina. So you have 2 straight hit by pitches, which will load the bases. And if you're Steubenville, you don't want the bases loaded again with Owen Courtney at the plate.
No, he struck out and walked and grounded out to the third baseman in this game, but he could really do some damage. And
as the first pitch is lined into center field, it's going to drop. We got 2 runners coming home. As the play is made at the plate, the ball's there in time, and he is out. At the plate, Braylon McBride was running quickly, and Weitzel wasn't even thinking. He was waving him. As you have Max Steele makes it safely, but Braylon McBride, great throw by the center fielder to get out number 2 of the inning. Mason Caterina does advance to to third base on that last hit. Quakers now up 8-1 here in the bottom of the 5th. As Noah Boland's at the plate. First pitch of that at bat took ball number 1. He doubled in the second inning to get the Quakers' first run. So he takes a called strike off speed to even the count at 1-1. Ball high.
So the Quakers obviously in this game has tremendous quality hitting with 2 strikes, runners in scoring position, 2 outs. They've done a great job here in the last 2 innings.
As Courtney takes off, shortstop cover, and ball slapped into the hole, and that will bring Caterina home. And Courtney slides into third as the ball kicks back to the backstop. And you have Noah Boland advancing to second base. Courtney was running on the pitch. Boland hit a ground ball that the shortstop may have been able to get to if he wasn't attempting to cover second base. But instead the ball bounces easily into left field, and that will bring Keaton Fossil to the plate.
And he led off
They've hit around for the second time in the last 2 innings.
They have. He made the third out last inning. Let's hope he can keep it going here.
He fouls off the first pitch to the backstop.
You got 2 runners sitting out there. You can get a base hit here and score 2 runs and get out of the inning. Game over.
With the 10-run rule in effect here, and Fossil takes a curveball off the helmet. So the 10-run rule is in effect after 5 innings, all the way through tournament play. Quakers are up 9-1 with the bases loaded and 2 outs.
This might be some kind of record for hits batsmen in a game.
There has been quite a few.
I think there's like 5 already. At least that's what
might count.
That's what it appears anyway.
I think there's 5. So next up we have Gavin Blake, who led this inning off. The bases loaded with 2 outs. He reached on a single earlier this inning as the ball is fouled off behind the first base dugout. Start off the at bat with strike number 1. Ball outside, gets to the backstop, but Courtney decides he's not going to go. The runners remain where they're at.
That's kind of one of those unwritten rules, that you have. And that was kind of before mercy rules and things like that. You're up 9. You're up 9-1. And do you have the guys run on pass balls? That's, I guess, in a tournament game where there's a run rule, I guess you try to score.
As the pitch is delivered inside for ball number 2, bringing the count to 2-1. It looked like Coach Weitzel looked at him and shrugged his shoulders, and Courtney kind of said, I didn't know about that one.
So, yeah, I mean, the baseball is the same, obviously, but it has changed the way the game's played a little bit. With the hitting and the analytics and the Solange angle and all that stuff.
As the ball is looped into center field, shallow center field, but Aidan Hicks is able to come in to squeeze out number 3. Well, again, Quakers put up another 4 to bring the score to 9-1. We are going to the bottom of the 5th inning with the score 9-1. We will be back on your sports voice of the Valley, WJER, after this.
Family owned and operated for more than 50 years, Dover Brake specializes in sales and service of everything involving automotive and heavy-duty brakes, along with a vast selection of truck parts and accessories. They also offer alignment, custom U-bolt bending, industrial sandblasting, bonding, and more. And now, you can find the parts you're searching for with a complete in-store inventory updated regularly at DoverBrakeInc.com. Safely shop and pay online and have your purchase delivered, or pick it up at Dover Brake, Route 250 in Strasburg, online at DoverBrakeInc.com.
Welcome back to district tournament action here in Minerva, Ohio. As we mentioned earlier when we opened the broadcast, it's a beautiful day, about 86 degrees. Quakers are having a good time, up 9-1 here in this ball game. I'm Josh Jarvis. We would like to thank Keim Lumber, our scoreboard sponsor, the Keim Home Center. Keim is located on 50 acres in the rolling hills of Holmes County. It's a destination and trusted source of your home, building, and woodworking needs. They are dedicated to caring for your project like they would care for their very own. Visit them on State Route 557 in Charm or online at keimlumber.com. Phil Chidrick joining me here today, longtime coach of many different sports at New Philadelphia. And still can't get enough of the Quakers.
I got to follow the Quakers. I don't. Anybody who knows me knows that I do the football games, the basketball games, and the baseball games. And it's only New Philly. It's only New Philly, and I'm not trying to knock any of the other people. I'm just kind of biased towards New Philly. So, and I always will be. But no, it's the Quakers have played well today, and hopefully they can continue here.
As Courtney starts off strike number 1. To the number 9 hitter, Landon Crozier, to start off the bottom of the 5th here. Has fouled straight back right at us up here in the press box.
And that's one of the things you want your pitcher to do. You want your pitcher to come out and to just throw strikes. Use the guys that are out there defensively. You got a pretty much an insurmountable, it's pretty close to being insurmountable here at this stage of the game.
Yep, as he delivers the curveball outside.
I mean, I've seen stranger things happen.
The combined amount of years that we've coached, we've seen a lot.
If you watch this game long enough, you see some crazy stuff.
Mm-hmm. As the ball is fouled back, the count remains 1-2.
I think the Tribe down like 13-0 here not too long ago against the Mariners and come back.
You be around baseball long enough, you get to see some crazy stuff.
And I apologize, I still call them the Tribe. I'm the Cleveland Guardians. That's hard for me to do. It really is. But they're playing great baseball.
They are. They are playing great baseball right now. As ball number 3 is delivered to Landon Crozier.
Yeah, you don't want to come back. He had him down 0-2 and come back, and it's worked it to a full count.
Crozier calls time, backing out of the box. delivered. Hard ground ball hitting Mason Caterina at short, who backhands it and fires over to first base. Keaton Fossil for the out. That was a great play.
That was a really nice play. It was a really nice play. And he went in, slid, caught the ball on a slide, pop-up slide, strong throw across, had him by a couple of steps. Nice play by the shortstop, Caterina.
And that's what we were talking about. Let your defense play.
Absolutely.
You got to lead like this.
Yeah, you do. And that was a great play. That was a really, really good play by the shortstop. You should be excited about that.
Yeah. As Cal Beedling now comes to the plate. He takes ball number 2 in the at-bat. It's 2-0 count. Cal was walked in his first at-bat. Flew out to shortstop and short left field. His second at-bat as he fouls the ball way back over the third base dugout. Bringing that count now to 2-1. Heedling, the leadoff hitter, takes ball 3. You've seen Bowman working deeper and deeper in these counts as he gets later in the game here.
Yeah, you just want him to throw strikes.
Courtney, excuse me. As he delivers strike number 2, bringing the count to full for the second batter in a row. That pitch is delivered behind the batter. Off-speed pitch. Looks like it slipped a little there. As Cal Beedling then takes the base on balls, and he is on first base, bringing Bubby Reese to the plate now, who singled in the first inning and reached on an error in the third. Courtney delivers ball number 1 outside.
Good move by the pitching coach to go out.
We saw.
I think that's Chris Willoughby, I think is who that is, if I'm not mistaken. Go out, maybe saw a little bit, try to aim the ball a little bit, just turn it loose.
I'm looking for the bullpens around here. I don't really see.
Well,
I know they have some in this facility back here that they have behind first base.
There might be one down on the left field line, but there's a lot of people down there for somebody to be throwing baseballs all over the place.
Sam Rufinall came in the game last week, and the Quakers had a huge lead. I haven't seen him throwing yet. As the very first pitch after the conversation takes place is fouled straight back, bringing the count to 1-1.
Yeah, I see some people down there with strollers and stuff. I sure wouldn't want to be throwing baseballs down there.
No. All right, hard ground ball hit to Caterina at second. Could be a double play ball. Easily flipped to second. Throws over to Fossil at first. And Fossil could not hold on to it. The rest of the Quakers were headed to the dugout. But look, Fossil couldn't quite hang on to it long enough. So what was a double play to end the inning ends up being just your good old-fashioned 6-4 out at second base. So there's 2 outs in the inning with the number 3 hitter at the plate, Aidan Manning. He started the game on the mound.
And I think you've got to give the Quakers an error on that play. It wasn't in the dirt. It wasn't in the dirt, I don't believe. He just kind of.
No, it looked like it just popped out of his glove. I would agree with you there as the ball's driven into right field. And it gets down in the gap. Caleb Carruthers chasing it down, brings the ball in, and the coach decides to hold Beedling at third base, and that's an easy stand-up double for Aidan Manning.
Number 19, Marty Lovato.
Good hit. Nice. Nice effort by Carruthers out in right field. Just kind of went a little flat with his route, I think, instead of going back a little more of an angle. But no runs scored here. So here Courtney.
As Carruthers gets another opportunity in right field, and that's easy. Easily settles under that ball to squeeze it for out number 3. So the Quakers get to escape on the mishap.
They do. And because I'll tell you what, that was a great turn. The shortstop got rid of it quick. The second baseman, Castellano, got rid of it right now. I mean, he was quick on the turn, and they should have had him dead. But no harm, no foul, as they say. So
we are through 5 now. We are going to come back with the 6th inning. After this, you're listening to the Sports Voice of the Valley, WJER.
Wood Electric has been trusted with all of your electrical needs for over 30 years. They're the place to call for industrial, commercial, and residential work. Wood Electric is available 24 hours a day and ready to help with any electrical problem, outage, or installation. Wood Electric, serving Tuscarawas County and beyond since 1988. Like Wood Electric on Facebook or find them online at woodelectric.net.
Wendy's new breakfast 2 for $3 Biggie Bundles let you create your own delicious combo. Choose from a sausage biscuit, egg and cheese biscuit, small seasoned potatoes, and a medium hot coffee. But it's obvious which combo's the best. Sausage biscuit and small seasoned potatoes. Well, maybe it's the fresh cracked egg and cheese biscuit with a medium hot coffee. Or 2 savory sausage biscuits. Whichever you pick, you can't go wrong. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's new 2 for $3 Biggie Bundles.
Limited time only. U.S. price and participation may vary. Not valid in a combo. Single item at regular price.
Welcome back to district tournament action here. We have the New Philadelphia Quakers taking on Steubenville Big Red. Quakers are up big right now, 9-1, going into the top of the 6th inning. We'd like to thank our pre- and post-game sponsor, OmniFiber. OmniFiber has a great new offer for Dover and New Philadelphia residents. Right now, when you switch to OmniFiber, you'll receive the fastest plan, 2 gigabits per second, for only $50 a month for an entire year. This limited time offer will help you save big on 2 gig. Visit omnifiber.com/WJER. And Smartway, we'd like to thank also another pre- and post-game sponsor, Smartway Communications. Tired of unexpected bill increases or non-existent rural internet coverage? There's a better way. Smartway. High-speed internet at an affordable price. And the Smartway can go where other companies can't. Visit thinksmartway.com for more details. Steubenville decides to bring another arm out to start off this 6th inning. Left-handed thrower Bubby Reese. He's got a little 3/4 arm slot action.
You know, you got Carson Long, and he's popped out. He's 0 for 2. Popped out once to the second baseman, ground ball to the first baseman, and was hit by pitch in the big 4-run 4th inning. So Carson Long stepping in versus Bubba Reese.
Carson Long has his 3rd at bat in 3 straight innings here to start as he skies the ball into center field. Center fielder Hayden Hicks settles under it easily for out number 1.
Now batting, number 33, Caleb Brothers.
Which will bring Caleb Carruthers to the plate. He singled in his last at bat?
Caleb Carruthers had a double in his last at bat. So he's officially 1 for 3 with a double and a strikeout. Reached on an error in the 2nd inning.
As he smacks the ball into right field on the ground, just past the outstretched arm of Marty Lovato there at first base. So Carruthers with back-to-back hits in the last 2 innings.
2 for 4 on the day, not bad for a Frosh.
Not bad at all.
No, that's not.
You got a sophomore on the mound, freshman coming up big. A lot of young players in this Quaker team.
There is.
Which will bring Max Steele, another young one, to the plate as he takes called strike 1. Lead off the at-bat.
Yes, Max Steele is 2 for 3 in this game. Two RBI singles. 1 RBI single in the last inning and a stolen base as well.
As Carruthers takes off to second, no throw by the catcher. So a left-handed pitcher's not going to deter them from stealing bases at all, is it?
No, again, I think you're looking at the run rule, trying to get another one in real quick. Again, it's a different philosophy these days.
As the 0-2 delivery is inside for ball number 1 against Steele. As Steele drives one down the first baseline. First baseman makes a great play. Marty Lovato, that almost got past him right on the line, but he's able to quickly grab it, step on first for out number 2. So again, Steele putting the ball in play.
Yep, nice play by the first baseman.
Hard hit ball, which will once again bring us to the top of the lineup. Braylon McBride for his 5th at bat of this ball game. And that ball's in the dirt, and you have Caleb Carruthers coming to the plate easily without an attempt. The ball got past the catcher. It's Caleb Carruthers advancing to third base on that ground ball by Steele and is able to get in on the wild pitch. Bringing the total in this game, Quakers 10, Big Red 1. As McBride drives the ball deep into right field, but the right fielder, Bubby Reese, able to get back underneath and make the catch. It was a great catch going backwards, but that is out number 3. We're going to the bottom of the 6th. We'll be back on your sports voice of the Valley, WJER, after this.
This is Christine from Steubenville Heating and Cooling. A new HVAC system is no small investment, but we can help you save big because now through June 30th, you'll receive an instant rebate of up to $650 on qualified and trained systems. Additionally, the IRS is currently offering tax credits up to $2,000. So if your system is getting more expensive to repair, consider replacing it while the savings are high. I'm always ready to take your call at Steubenville Heating and Cooling. Call me, Christine, at 330-343-5511.
Welcome back to district tournament action here. Minerva, Ohio. We got Quakers taking on the Big Red. The winner of this game will take on the winner of St. Clairsville and West Holmes. St. Clairsville currently up 5-1 in the top of the 5th inning in that contest. We'd like to thank our local Subway restaurants. They are proud to recognize excellence in each athletic contest that we air here on WJER Radio with the Subway Player of the Game Award. At the conclusion of today's game, we'll name our Subway Player of the Game, and the athlete will enjoy a great meal from our local Subway restaurants. Subway, eat fresh. Owen Courtney still throwing here as we lead off the 6th inning. As the first pitch is driven to center field, line drive, but that hit right at Max Steele. He took about 2 steps in and then 1 step back and almost ended up where he started.
Well, that's what you like to see, guys swinging early. You know, swinging early, throwing strikes.
So Noah Blackburn is retired to lead off this inning. Hayden Hicks is up swinging through strike number 1 to start off his at-bat. Fouled off in the box, bringing the count to 0-2. Again, just what you want your pitcher to do in a game like this.
Just throw strikes, yeah. Heck yeah. Throw your strikes out there.
The 0-2 count's delivered, and it's a hard line drive hit to Mason Caterina, who kind of goes down to his knees and goes off of his glove and into center field. That was a tough play to make.
Yeah, I'll give him a base hit on that. I thought that was a hard hit ball and tough hop. It was a tough hop.
It really was. Just a couple feet out in front of the glove. Not playing on a lot of turf surfaces. You kind of wonder how that's going to react. As Cale Simmons takes ball number 1 outside.
Yeah, one thing about the turf stuff, you're not going to get many bad hops. That's for sure.
But it does stay, the ball is quick. It moves quick through that infield. As Simmons swings through strike number 1. Bringing the count to 1-1.
Yeah, I don't know that I've ever played or coached other than this field right here and maybe Jackson's field. I know I've never played on turf.
Called, third strike on the breaking ball by Courtney. Or second strike, excuse me. Yeah, you're seeing more and more schools.
Well, in all honesty, you know, you're kind of
swing and a miss for strike 3.
You're kind of better off because you don't have to put all the money in redoing the field all the time. I know football fields were like that.
Mm-hmm.
Now I got to say, I don't like AstroTurf or turf or whatever they call it. I don't like that stuff. But I'd rather see natural grass. But I see why they do it, because it's a financial deal for the schools.
And actually, the schools that have it in Northeast Ohio, you know how the weather is in the spring. Pitch is fouled back for strike number 2. But all the rain you get in the spring, you can get a lot of games in when you got a turf.
Oh, you
field.
can. Because, like I said, I know with football that we used to put about $50,000 to $100,000 in Quaker Stadium every year when it was grass.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have that kind of money. Schools, that's a lot of money. And they figure the initial cost is going to be about $500,000, and that takes care of that. Then so it's for financially, it's understandable why they do it.
Called, third strike on Brody Sikach. Owen Courtney going strong through 6 innings here. We're going to come back for the bottom of the 6th. Quakers leading Big Red 10-1. You're listening to the Sports Voice of the Valley, WJER.
Are you searching for the right insurance coverage tailored just for you? Look no further than Murphy & Company Insurance. Ian Murphy and the team at Murphy & Company put your needs first and are here to guide you through the maze of insurance options. From life, commercial, farm, home, and auto insurance, they've got you covered. Reach out to request an appointment at 330-934-9665. And remember, when it comes to insurance, choose the company with a legacy of excellence. Choose Murphy & Company Insurance, 123 South Worcester Avenue in Dover.
Wendy's new breakfast 2 for $3 Biggie Bundles let you create your own delicious combo. Choose from a sausage biscuit, egg and cheese biscuit, small seasoned potatoes, and a medium hot coffee. But it's obvious which combo's the best. Sausage biscuit and small seasoned potatoes. Well, maybe it's the fresh cracked egg and cheese biscuit with a medium hot coffee. Or 2 savory sausage biscuits. Whichever you pick, you can't go wrong. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's new 2 for $3 Biggie Bundles.
Limited time only. U.S. price and participation may vary. Not valid in a combo. Single item at regular price.
Welcome back to tournament action here in Minerva, Ohio. We'd like to thank our pre- and post-game sponsor, T-County Boxing Academy. They're the area's #1 training center for those who are serious about boxing. They offer a variety of classes for youth and adults, along with supplements for the best workouts possible. T-County Boxing Academy is located on East High Avenue in New Philadelphia. Follow them on Facebook. So leading off the 6th inning here, we have Mason Caterina.
Well, he's 0 for 1 with 3 hit by pitch. If it's correct,
he fires a foul ball that just went off the edge of the dugout. For a second there, it looked like it might have hit a fan in the face, but
no,
I think
it hit the top railing. It hit the top part of that fence.
Oh, boy.
And I don't think they reacted fast enough where it wasn't going to drill him.
That ball was smoked foul.
But Mason has been hit three times in this game.
He gets hit again. You think the pitcher's going to get ejected?
Yeah, it's a different one.
I know.
But
I think he's been hit 3 times by 2 different pitchers.
Yeah, but that's got to be some sort of record for New Philly schools hit by a pitch in a game.
As he swings and drives the ball into the right center gap. Easily at first as he rounds first hard. He's going to try for second base. The ball's thrown in. He's diving, and the ball's bobbled at second base, and he is in there safe. When that ball was first hit, I thought, that's a single, and he didn't stop.
I'll tell you what. He watches the Guardians play in number 11. That's because that's how Ramirez plays the game.
You could tell by the time he was 3/4 way to first base that he was going to second.
He come out of there full blast, which is exactly how you're supposed to do it. Now you've got Owen Courtney up, and he's singled 1 for 4 in this game.
As he swings through strike number 1. But I don't even think the right fielder thought he was going. He kind of came up slow.
That's why you always hustle when you're out there. You play the game the right way.
As Courtney hits a sky-high ball, the third baseman calls he's drifting into foul territory, but he squeezes it for the out. As he retires Courtney.
Number 8, Noah Bolin.
So Noah Bolin.
I think Owen Courtney would like to have that pitch back.
He took quite a hack at it.
He did.
And that ball was skied into the air. I bet he would like it back. Noah Bolin now at the plate, takes ball number 1 high.
Noah Bolin right now has got 1, 2, 3 hits. He's 3 for 4. 3 for 3 with a walk.
Noah Bolin was our Subway Player of the Game in the sectional championship. He's doing a lot right now to push for that award again today.
Yeah, key hits. He's drove in numerous. He's got 1, 2, 3. He's got 3 ribs so far. First couple of the game, and that's all you could really ask out of your number 4 hitter.
As the count is 3-0 to Bolin. And he takes ball number 4. So it looks like he may finish the day at 3-3.
Yes.
3 for 3 with 2 walks.
He actually has 4 ribs today.
As he...
Yep. Jackson Norris running for Noah Bolin. Here in the top of the 7th inning in the District 7 finals here at the beautiful Minerva baseball field.
Keaton Fossil comes to the plate now. He is 0 for... Hold on. Yeah, 0 for 4, or 0 for 3 today with a hit by pitch as he swings through strike number 1.
Yeah, he had one of those hit by pitches too.
Mm-hmm. Fossil takes a called strike on the inside corner, bringing the count to 0-2. One out here with runners at first and second. As Fossil pops the ball up on the infield. Umpire calls the infield fly rule, and he is retired for the second out of this 7th inning. Gavin Blake comes to the plate now. He is 2 for 4 on the night with 2 singles, back-to-back innings, 4th and 5th inning. There are 2 outs with 2 runners on. He takes ball number 1 high. We'd like to thank Claxon Communications bringing our live stream here. Jacob back there making sure we don't mess too much up here. Claxon Communications does a phenomenal job live streaming games all over the area. And they do a phenomenal job. The count is now even at 1-1. He fouls the ball straight back.
Good rip at that one.
Took a big swing. Just missed barrel on that, fouling it straight back to the backstop. Which brings the count to 1-2. Takes the ball outside. I held on for a second there.
Yeah, you just don't know. But
counts 2-2 now. 2 runners on and 2 outs. As he takes ball number 3 down. Now a full count with 2 outs, and the runners will be moving on this pitch. 10-1 to score. As ball number 4 is delivered outside. Gavin Blake
Number 12,
reaches first on the walk. That'll bring Carson Long to the plate. Carson Long is 0 for 3 with a hit by pitch, but he did score in the 4th. So he takes ball number 1 high and outside. Again, the bases are loaded here with 2 outs. He takes ball number 2 outside. 2-0 the count. Again, the winner of this will take on either St. Clairsville or West Holmes. So Long takes ball number 3. 3-0 is the count. Currently that ball game is 5-1 in favor of St. Clairsville. Excuse me, this just in, 6-1 in the top of the 6th. St. Clairsville has the lead. As strike number 1 is taken by Carson Long. 3-1's the count. No better count to be in as a hitter than this.
Yeah, you like it.
As he takes a called strike on the outside, and we are once again in a full count with the bases loaded and 2 outs. The runners will be moving on this pitch. And the ball's driven hard. Diving stop by the third baseman who comes up to make the play, and he is called out at first base. Noah Blackburn makes a great diving play. Hops up, delivers it over to Marty Lovato there, and a bang play.
Well, we would be reviewing that play if we were on TV.
We probably would. All right, that does it for the top of the 7th. Quakers leading 10-1. We'll be back with the final half inning of this ball game. After this, you're listening to the Sports Voice of the Valley, WJER.
DTS Screen Printing and Embroidery is the place to go when you need to promote your team or business. They offer corporate apparel, custom apparel, letterman jackets, trophies and plaques, even banners and yard signs. Bring in your ideas and let DTS make them a reality. DTS Screen Printing and Embroidery, just across from the Brickyard Restaurant on Commercial Avenue Southeast on the south side of New Philadelphia. Find out more on Facebook.
The T-County Boxing Academy is the area's #1 training center for those who are serious about boxing. They offer adult and youth boxing classes for kids as young as 7, along with Muay Thai for ages 10 and up, and mixed martial arts. Most classes are held 2 to 3 times per week at the T-County Boxing Academy, located on East High Avenue in New Philadelphia, and prices start at $60 per month. Remember, your first session of any class is always free at the T-County Boxing Academy, where serious athletes train.
We're back with district semifinal action here in Minerva. New Philadelphia taking on Steubenville. Philadelphia comes in as the 5 seed, while Steubenville with the 3, but it's been all New Philly today.
Yeah, we've got a pitch hitter, Josh. We've got Maddox, who looks like Galan, hitting for Landon Crozier.
And the count currently 0-2. As he takes ball number 1 inside and low. He is hitting in the 9 hole. He swings and misses for strike number 3. Owen Courtney still going strong here. I know we saw in the last tournament game that we brought Sam Rufenau in to get some action, but Looks like he's saying, all right, Owen, you got this game.
Yep.
Go get it.
Yeah, Miles Cooper batting for the leadoff of Cal Belding.
Cal Beedling.
Beedling.
And again, he takes called strike one. The second pitch is high. Looks like this might be one of those situations where you try to get some younger guys some at-bats here in a tournament game.
In a 10-1 game, you get some guys that at-bats for sure.
He hits a ball to the second baseman who fields it quickly and fires it to first. Braylon McBride makes quick work of that one, throwing the ball over to Keaton Fossil. We have 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th inning.
Now batting, number 3, Bubby Reese.
Bubby Reese is going to continue to hit. He started in the 2-hole. So he takes ball number 1 outside. Don't forget that tomorrow night we have the Mets at the Guardians. Airtime 5:30 with 6:10 first pitch. Courtney delivers ball number 2 on the at-bat. Then you have Dover tournament softball action on Wednesday. Dover takes on Uniota in Pickerington. As ball number 3 is delivered. 3-0 the count on Reese. We'll have Bill Hammerstrom and Ricky Metcalf on that game. The broadcast beginning at 4:45 with game time at 5 o'clock. As Courtney delivers a fastball over the middle there in the 3-0 count, bringing the count to 3-1. Friday, you have the Guardians at the Angels at 9:05. First pitch at 9:38. Courtney delivers ball 4.
That's his 3rd walk of the game versus 7 Ks.
Don't forget, every Saturday you can listen to Sports Talk from 9 to 10 a.m. with Bill Hammerstrom and Roger Metzger. And then later that day, 9:05 broadcast of the Guardians at the Angels, again with a 9:38 p.m. start. And then Sunday, it's Guardians once again at the Angels, 3:35 airtime, 4:07 start. As our next hitter, that is Aidan Manning. He started the game pitching.
And we'll get the loss.
He will take the loss in this game as he takes strike 1. Fouls off. Second pitch for strike number 2, so it's an 0-2 count. And not holding the runner at first. Delivers a curveball that's slapped to Braylon. McBride at second. He comes up, fires it over to Fossil, first base, and that'll do it. Your Quakers have beaten Steubenville Big Red in district semifinal action by a score of 10-1. We're going to take a break. We're going to be back with a recap after this. You're listening to the Sports Voice of the Valley, WJER.
Wood Electric has been trusted with all of your electrical needs for over 30 years. They're the place to call for industrial, commercial, and residential work. Wood Electric is available 24 hours a day and ready to help with any electrical problem, outage, or installation. Wood Electric, serving Tuscarawas County and beyond since 1988. Like Wood Electric on Facebook or find them online at woodelectric.net.
Whether you're looking for a little extra income on the side or an exciting full-time career with endless potential for advancement, our local McDonald's has an opportunity for you. Flexible schedules, competitive pay, fun perks, and a supportive team environment are all part of the package. A job at McDonald's is one of a kind, just like you. Wherever you are in life, you can find a meaningful career at McDonald's, and it comes with a side of whatever makes you happy. Apply online at mcdonalds.com today.
It's time to level up your service with Omni Fiber's 100% fiber internet. We're expanding our network to connect more communities to the power of fiber. Enjoy premium Wi-Fi, free installation, speeds up to 2 gig, and our 30-day money-back guarantee. Visit omnifiber.com/radio to learn more. Welcome to the Fiber Hub.
Welcome back to district semifinal tournament game here as the Quakers with a big win over over Steubenville Big Red by a score of 10-1. Quakers came into this game as the lower seed, handled their opponents earlier in this tournament when they won the sectional tournament last week, advanced to this, and really score run in the first inning and come right out of the gates by 2 big innings in the 4th and the 5th. This is Josh Jarvis. I'm joined here with Phil Tidrick. Phil's crunching the numbers over there.
I've got most of I think what we need, Josh. I believe. But the Quakers played extremely. They played extremely well in the field for the most part. At the plate, they got started about the 4th inning, because they really didn't get many hits early. Got a couple of hits going in the 4th inning, I believe, and they scored 4, and then turned around and scored 4 more in the 5th, and rounded out the scoring with 1 in the 6th to make it 10-1. So I'm just going to say I'm going to be honest. I've not seen a Steubenville team like this. All the times we've ever played them, they've been really, really good, and they've usually had a pitcher that really gets it up there in a hurry, and didn't see that for Coach Hetherington tonight. So, but give Coach Weissel and his staff and those young men over there all the credit in the world, because I'll tell you what, that was a good performance that the Quakers put on here tonight in the district semifinals.
Yeah, it really was. It really was. They hit around twice in the 4th. They hit around in the 4th inning. They hit around again in the 5th inning. That's really where they got those runs generated. Don't forget, we need to choose a Subway player of the game. So while Phil's over there finishing up those crunching of those numbers, we're going to take a break, and we'll be back here on the Sports Voice of the Valley, WJER.
This is Nathan Kemp with Kemp Insurance. Contact us today for all your auto, home, farm, and commercial insurance needs. We're proud to have been your local hometown agents for over 35 years and look forward to helping you see the difference local agents can make for you. Kemp Insurance on East High Avenue in New Philadelphia.
This is Don Kemp with Kemp Insurance. Whether it's repair work from a fender bender, the after effects of a powerful storm, or a life-changing moment like a house fire, Kemp Insurance is here to provide unmatched customer service. Kemp Insurance, your local hometown agents for over 35 years.
In the rolling hills of Holmes County, we tend to do things a bit differently. At Kime, we're in the business of uncommon experiences, and we're here to care for your project like we care for our own. We believe that quality matters and want to help you get it right the first time, because your project deserves it. So visit Kime Home Center, your source and destination for all things home, building, and woodworking. Kime, built on trust since 1911.
Are you searching for the right insurance coverage tailored just for you? Look no further than Murphy & Company Insurance. Ian Murphy and the team at Murphy & Company put your needs first and are here to guide you through the maze of insurance options. From life, commercial, farm, home, and auto insurance, they've got you covered. Reach out to request an appointment at 330-934-9665. And remember, when it comes to insurance, choose the company with a legacy of excellence. Choose Murphy & Company Insurance, 123 Southwester Avenue in Dover.
Welcome back here to tournament action. Quakers handle Big Red by a score of 10-1. We're going over the numbers here, and we have to pick a Subway player of the game. And going through, we were looking, there's so many guys that contributed to this, so many guys that did a tremendous job here in this ball game. They really took care of things, but Phil, I'm going to give it to you.
Oh, now see, you're putting all the pressure on me now, Josh. Really, there was a lot of good choices for the Subway player of the game. You know, you had Noah Bullen who went 3 for 3 and he had 4 ribs. Caught a great game. You had Owen Courtney who struck out 7. Struck out 7 and walked 3, give up 5 hits and 1 run against a Steubenville team, that was 18-5. But I'm choosing the guy down that I thought kind of kept things going a little bit in those 2 big run innings, and that was Max Steele. He went 2 for 4, an RBI, and he also had
a number of stolen bases there too.
Yeah, he had a stolen base or 2, and I kind of like to pass things around. They told me that Noah got it the last game, even though he was well deserving as well, and so you got to pick somebody. So I am picking Max Steele as your Subway player of the game.
Well, I got to tell you, I like it. Max Steele struggled a little bit this year at the plate, and in the last 2 games, he's really come alive, hitting the ball well. So congratulations, Max Steele, our Subway player of the game. We got Coach Tyler Weitzel up here in the box. We're going to get with him after this next break for a wrap-up. You're listening to the Sports Voice of the Valley, WJER.
Tired of unreliable internet service and unexpected bill increases? Experience internet another way, the smart way. Smart Way Communications is your locally owned and operated high-speed internet provider, now serving Dover and New Philadelphia and beyond. Don't get locked into plans with more or less speed than you need. Smart Way is the better way. Local customer service, local infrastructure, and community-minded. That's the smart way to get reliable, affordable internet in Tuscarawas County. Call Smart Way at 740-254-8201, online at ThinkSmartWay.com.
Life moves fast. Can you keep up? Cleveland Clinic Union Hospital Ortho Express Care welcomes patients with no appointment necessary, so injury or joint pain never slow you down. Our orthopedic experts will give you the care you need when you need it. For every break and breakthrough, for every bone and joint, for every care in the world. Walk in for orthopedic care close to you in the Heritage Square Plaza at Dover. Learn more at unionhospital.org/orthoexpresscare.
Subway refreshed their ingredients, then their menu, and now they're slicing their meats fresh. That means fresh sliced turkey, fresh sliced ham, and tuned deli hero subs. Try the Titan turkey and Grand Slam ham, each piled high with double the cheese and more meat. Order your deli hero sub with freshly sliced deli meats today, and be sure to try all the subs on the refreshed Subway Series menu. Subway's tastiest menu upgrade yet.
We're back here in Minerva, Ohio, where we had a beautiful night for baseball, and the Quakers come away with a beautiful victory, 10-1. I am joined right now by head coach Tyler Weitzel. Tyler, another great night of baseball.
Another great night of baseball, man. We're catching our stride at the right time. I tell you what, leading up to today, we had probably the best week of practice that we've had for a while. We had guys that had great BP sessions. We went live Saturday morning with our guys. High school baseball is all about catching your stride and when you catch your stride, and we're catching it right now.
Right. Talk about the bottom of the lineup there. I know that, as a coach myself in the past years, you like to see a lot of production out of the top half, really the meat of that order, but things are clicking when the bottom half of the order is getting it done. And tonight you had Caleb Carruthers. He was 2 for 4. Max Steele was 2 for 4, our Subway player of the game. So talk about that a little bit.
Man, it's awesome. Those 2 guys are spark plugs down there. They're kind of 6'1", weigh half a dozen the other. They're kind of the same player. They're fast. They're left-handed. They can move the ball well. They have a good eye at the plate. And, you're exactly right. If we can get those guys down there and have a bunch of hits, it's a good night of baseball for the black and red. And that's what happened tonight. They were electric. Max Steele, kind of piggybacking off Tid said a few minutes ago, he had a big hit for us early on. It kind of busted the game open for us. It kind of let everybody take a deep breath. It kind of tacked one more on there for us, and we never looked back then.
Of course, you got Owen Courtney on the mound throwing a beautiful game, 7 strikeouts. Noah Bolin, it's great to have him back there because when he's back there, nobody's stealing bases.
Nobody's stealing on him.
Talk about those 2 a little bit.
Man, you know what? I'm a little biased. I'm a former catcher, so it all starts with that guy behind the plate. And Noah Bolin's earned everything all the accolades and everything he's gotten. He's worked his tail off. Man, he controls this pitching staff. He controls this run game. He's talking to the pitchers in between innings. They're on the same page. we don't call many pitches when we do. He's usually shaking his head like, man, I got it.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I got it. I'm with you. And he's that guy too. Like, we gave up a base hit on a 1-2 to like the 9 hole, and I got in his ear a little bit in between innings, and he's like, I got it. So he responds to that, and the guys love throwing to him. And I think as a catcher, that's the biggest compliment that he can get. And man, OC was dominant tonight, and that's awesome.
He really was, and those of you that know, like when you're in a tournament run like this, they're usually set up, or you're pitching somebody on Monday, and you got to come back on Wednesday. So it's great when you can get 7 innings out of your starter, and you got the rest of the pitching staff just sitting there waiting for you on Wednesday.
Absolutely. Everybody's fresh. Our top bullpen arms didn't do a thing tonight. Sammy's fresh. He's ready to roll. So that is, I kind of told him go out in 7. Hey, man, close this out for us.
Right.
I don't want to make a change. And there were 2 outs in the 7. I went out, took a visit. I said, hey, you want this CG or what? He's like, yep. I said, well, you got one more hitter. I said, I'm making the decision. I said, it's in your hands now, so you got to go.
Right.
And we get the week 4-3.
Well, real quick, last I heard, scores 6-1 out of St. Clairsville. That would be the team you'd be matching up again if they're able to complete this. What do you know about St. Clairsville?
Number 1 seed, top 7 in the state right now. We faced them last year in the district semis at Steubenville. They got a couple of really good arms. Their shortstop stout. He's going D1. They're going to play the game the right way. They're kind of a Steubenville-like team, like program. Coach Silva's been there for many years.
Long time.
Yeah, him and Fred both. So they're going to play hard. They're going to play the right way. They're going to fill up the strike zone. If we see a lefty, I'm not sure. My guys are scouting right now. I'm not sure who we're going to see. If it's lefty, he's going to throw a lot of bangers on us.
You get all the information on the ride home.
I'll get all the information on the ride home. Best scouters in the state. If they're listening, they're going to want to hear that.
Well, thank you, Coach. Good luck in this tournament run. It's great to see the Quakers doing great things once again here. So can't thank you enough for stopping up and talking to us, and wish you all the best of luck on Wednesday.
Hey, thanks, guys. I appreciate your guys' support.
All right, well, that'll wrap it up for us here in Minerva, Ohio. Quakers walk away with a 10-1 win. They're advancing to the district championship game on Wednesday night. Thank you for Phil Tidrick, Claxon Communications, and everybody that made this possible. Thank you, Bill Hammerstrom, for giving us the opportunity. That's going to do it for us. You're listening to the Sports Voice of the Valley, WJER.
You've been listening to high school baseball and softball on WJER Radio, the sports voice of the Valley. Today's game was brought to you by generous local sponsors, including Dover Break in Strasburg, your local Wendy's restaurants, Dover Philly Heating and Cooling, Kemp Insurance, Smartway Communications, Wood Electric, Omni Fiber, T-County Boxing Academy, your local McDonald's, Cleveland Clinic Union Hospital, DTS Screen Printing and Embroidery, Murphy & Company Insurance, Keim Lumber, and your local Subway restaurants. Catch a replay of today's game on the WJER Radio YouTube channel or on WJER.com/videos in partnership with Claxon Communications. We are WJER, the sports voice of the Valley.